There's a thin line between heroism and madness.
Here the line fades to nothing at all. This is a world of capes and lunatics.
And nothing is off limits.
Tonight. Well, honestly, nothing I say here could do justice to what happens before this show goes on the air. So let's just get right to it. Capes and Lunatics starts right now.
Phil is officially giving up.
I know, seriously. Well, how could you describe what happens before we even get on here? People think this is crazy.
In our intro, as I say, there's a thin line between heroism and madness. There's a baby crying. You guys ever noticed that?
Yes, I have.
That's right. It's the comics industry. It's the comics industry. They're mourning. They're lost innocence.
It's DC fans, bro. It's DC fans.
The comic industry
and they're so great.
It's lost innocence as we prepare for Bendis to rub his Bendis all over the industry and our Superman.
Yeah. You know what I'm really the saddest thing about comics-wise? Of all the books I didn't read this week, because I have them. I have books to read. I just don't have time to read them because I get yelled at work for,
I know,
not focusing because I'm thinking about comic books all the time.
It's like, what are you doing? It's like at work. What are you doing?
He's got like some secret management report, like the management report, but secretly it's the comic book on the inside.
That's what I should do.
That's what I do.
And Charlie Esser wonders why they don't want to hire him full time.
Nah, nobody wants to hire me. That's okay. You know what? I got that lotto ticket. As soon as that, I got Tristan's lucky numbers.
Charlie,
it was the cutest moment in history when Tristan came to me with the numbers from his fortune cookies and his dad. Are these really our lucky numbers? I said, well, son, we can play them and find out. And that is a moment in a movie that is going to pay off. That is Chekhov's lottery ticket right there.
What will the future hold for Charlie Esser?
I don't care if you
Winpool costumes for everybody.
Princess.
Lilith, you stepped on it. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
I don't care if you call me a whore or you call me your princess.
Boom!
Yeah. Honestly. You don't have to call me a whore because I don't do it for money. If you call me a whore or you call me your princess.
Well, there's Charlie, so we'll get the little later.
Well, so that is my. Well,
That's right.
That's your tag.
That's right. Daddy learned a new trick. Your words can be used against you in a court of marriage.
That's funny, honestly, and I still to this day do not care if you call me a whore or a princess. It's not because I care about
that long ago time when you said it a week ago.
I said that a week ago.
That was last week. Yes. You're talking about Stabby Babs on Gotham.
Oh, well, if you call me a whore or you call me your princess, and I will say that I identify so much with Stabby Babs as a character. She is my favorite character in the entire Bativerse. All of Batman mythos, Stabby Babs is my touchstone.
You're both so pretty. Yes.
We honestly,
it's
yes.
Because Charlie doesn't like to wear pants. That's what it is.
No, I don't. I do because you know what? Not for nothing. I don't get to live in a clock tower. I can just shirt ball it all day long. To
come on,
come on, man, sweetheart. Yes, if I could shirt ball it all day long like our good friend Deadpool, I absolutely would with my big old baby legs. I would be more than happy to.
But yes, Charlie Esser is pretty. Stabby Babs is pretty, and you know who else is pretty?
But I just show up and look pretty and spout big words, and then I'm done. What? But I just show up and look pretty and spout big words, and then I'm done.
You're pretty.
I can't believe you forgot Mark Harmon. I'm so disappointed.
I have to find a clean copy of Fight Me Nerds, and Mark Harmon can get it.
Okay. And you know what, Phil? Where's yours? Or do you only dish it out? Don't take it.
No,
Galvin, of course he only dishes it out.
I'm taking requests. If you can find the episode and you know what you do, what I said, hey, tell me. I'll chop it up and I'll hit the button when you want me to.
Okay.
And
Fair
you know what
enough.
else you need?
There's one right there.
Boxes
There's
and
one right there.
windows.
I'll hit the button when you want me to.
There you go. So there you go.
It's just Phil pushing buttons. That's
All
his cut.
All right, you know what? I should cut this. Bendis. There.
Bendis.
I want one for all of us. Bendis.
Bendis. Come on, Charlie.
You know, I do go back and forth on Bendis.
No. I know.
Walker, get him.
I think
Bendis.
or Charlie's just saying, don't rub your Bendis on us.
Don't rub. No, it's like, please don't rub your Bendis on us. It's not like, oh, Buck. And that's the thing. It's like, I was getting all mad at Bendis, and then Phil reminded me that there are Bucks in the universe. Like, oh, you know what? Okay. So, it's...
Don't buck us and don't rub your Bendis on us.
I have been bucked long before in humans, okay?
Iron fisted us.
Yeah.
This podcast is
See,
rated
but you know what? Here's what I
Iron
tell you. Iron Fist wasn't good, but Inhumans was bad. That's what I will say about the difference between Iron Fist and Inhumans. Inhumans was actively bad.
Iron Fist
was an actively bad show.
Iron Fist was whiny, and Humans was just pure trash.
Yeah, well, it's like Iron Fist was... Basically, I think that they still had some sort of producer holding a rein on him for Iron Fist. And so they held the buck back a bit. But after Iron Fist, and goodness knows why, after Iron Fist, they said, go nuts with the Inhumans. And he did.
Then they saw the Inhumans and they said, the buck stops here.
The buck stops here. There you go. Oh, it's good. It's good that Marvel has their one we can rip on. Because otherwise, I'd say we're just so in the tank for Marvel. But it's like, oh, well, that's the one. There's one, and then if you fully buck it up, then you get in trouble with Charlie Esser.
TV landscape is so sad now.
Oh, Lilith, I would like your thoughts on this. What do you think about NBC saying they're going to outbid Disney for Fox's Marvel properties?
Wait, is NBC part of Comcast? Because they're the ones that's getting up the all-cash bid. So
yeah, exactly. Well, that's who it is. Yeah, and when I say NBC, I'm going by, for example, in the same way that I call Disney Marvel, I call Comcast NBC.
Well, that's what we were saying.
To me, I don't even know the last thing that I watched besides Constantine on NBC. So it's just like Comcast. I don't even know what NBC is anymore.
I think
I watch Rachel Maddow every night because she's cool.
NBC Comcast is offering more cash, but I think I heard Disney's offering some stock, which will be worth more in the long run.
Meanwhile, I don't care about that. What's interesting to me is the CBS Viacom debacle that might happen. Like,
wait, what CBS is doing with Viacom?
They're trying to re-merge back together, and that's a terrible idea. Let CBS be the old people over there doing their thing, and let Viacom be its own thing, mucking up MTV, BET, and all the other stuff. Just don't. They don't need to mix their peanut butter and chocolate. I'm over it.
Nothing, but why are you merging two content producers?
Well, they originally were together and then they re-separated. It's a very long, interesting, strange.
Well, I guess maybe because CBS has their CBS.
Well, they tried to make that the crap company, and Viacom ended up being the crap company. It's just so fascinating for me to watch right now.
It's AOL Time Warner all over again.
They want to take their old people CBS and their young people MTV and mix it up.
Well, more like Paramount Network, which used to be Spike.
Wait, are you saying there are people that still watch MTV?
Yeah. Jersey Shore reunion
Millennials
actually had pretty good ratings.
Millennials, they watch that teen.
No, they don't. They stream Netflix stuff. They don't. Nobody watches MTV except for Jersey Shore reunion. That was like the only thing. And Teen Moms. That's who watches MTV.
Yeah, Teen Moms have got it going on.
Teen Mom's watching Teen Mom too. Yeah.
Exactly. And OG Teen Moms, which is not teens anymore.
Not for nothing. People like Teen Moms. Hey, can I just say this about Tristan?
Oh my
This
god!
is how much of a nerd Tristan is. Does anyone recognize this character?
Spider-Man.
No.
Wait. Is it like an amalgam of symbiotes?
No, that's Spider Hero.
Is that like the Japanese knockoff or something?
No, that is actually the costume that Blade wore in the Avengers that were led by Luke Cage. That Tristan, because I had that book, so Tristan, and he like just thought that was so cool that someone put on a Spider can, and it was the impossible, I forget what the Incredible Spider Hero, because it's the knockoff Spider-Man costume that Blade wore so that they could hide that it was Blade in the first. And I just love the nerdiness of Tristan that he still knows who Spider Hero is, and like when they had a Spider-Man, I'm going to color him as Spider Hero, and that is of course Scarlet Spider.
Well,
Phil strikes again.
Somebody that Esther House has to read some comics.
Yeah, well, he doesn't read. No, he doesn't read any comics. He gets this all from you. He read the comics when I read comics, and I've not read comics now. And now, even when I say let's go get comics, guys, they're like, no, we're just gonna see the comic synopsis on YouTube.
I was gonna say he's not a pirate on the SS Little Hellfire, is he?
No, what?
I don't mean ATs. My feet is full. Okay, unfortunately.
Oh my lord! You need to come with that eye patch one week.
I should. I have a pirate hat somewhere around here.
Oh my lord! Oh my lord! Gender bend Nick Fury cosplay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, Charlie can do the old Nick Fury. I'll do the new Nick Fury.
Not Maria Hill. We're gonna do this gender bend. I'm gonna be Fat Maria Hill. There we go.
Gonna wear the jumpsuit.
I gotta say that was my favorite part of Deadpool 2. Just to make that point, is Russell saying, how many plus size superheroes do you see? It's like, preach, brother, preach. You know, it is such a thing for us. And I don't care if you call me a whore or you call me your princess. I don't care. I just want more plus size superheroes, you know? Here's the thing, Phil. I said it there. It's not like I'm gonna say, oh, now I do care if you call me that.
I'm just looking for interesting content, Charlie Esser.
Well, my interesting content is we need more plus size superheroes.
Yes.
You know,
I mean, especially with the trend that's going on just worldwide, not just America, like you would think that they would kind of.
Well, I mean, honestly, when you talk about plus size superheroes, you are kind of talking about America. But honestly, not for nothing, that's actually why I actually really liked Wolverine's origin, because it actually gave something of humanity to the Blob. They actually like stopped for a moment and said, well, okay, so who is Fred Dukes? What is he going through? And it's like, yes, they actually treated Fred Dukes as a human freaking being.
As much as that movie could treat
instead of the punchline that he usually is. Yeah, well, you know.
But
still though, wait a minute. That Wade Wilson had a healing factor. Shooting him isn't going to do anything because Tristan is. He's my little nerd.
He's replacing you, man.
Fine.
The son becomes the father.
This is just one, Phil. This keeps me from apple juice and thinking. Those are the two things I want to do.
Oh my lord!
Think about superheroes. This makes me talk about thoughts. It's just one more job.
Lilith, say some stuff. I'm gonna have so many Charlie Esser drops. Oh my lord.
Now I'm choosing my words carefully.
No, don't do that, please.
I'm just kidding.
Say Mark Harmon.
But yeah, no, I'm really sad. Summer's officially here because it means all the TV shows that I watch are gone.
Well, Supergirl still has 4 episodes because of that.
All the shows I usually watch. I'm kind of forced to watch Supergirl because she's the last thing on, and I'm trying to support her.
Now's the time to binge Krypton and Black Lightning if you haven't already.
Yeah, I already binged Krypton.
I was gonna say, I know she watched Black Lightning, but yeah. Krypton.
Yeah.
Well, I know she watched Black. I haven't watched. I've watched.
I don't need to binge Black Lightning.
and well, you could rewatch. Here's what I'll say: I have found that rewatching things is actually really fun. You know, it can't all be 70s and 80s slasher flicks. Although there are some great ones.
I like to rewatch a year away.
I know,
like a year after.
Yeah.
I can't watch it back to back.
I know. I know you only saw like 2 episodes of Krypton, Charlie. Is anyone like really excited for Krypton? Like I watched
it got renewed for season 2, so I think that's gonna definitely generate some interest.
Okay.
Because so now I can get invested. It's safe to get invested.
I watched it. I mean, it's not like I don't like it, but I'm just like, okay, it's there.
I heard after Colin Salmon joined, it got like a kind of a bump. So we'll see where it goes from there.
Yeah, from you.
What I will tell you about
Colin Salmon. Are you kidding me? He was the best thing about Limitless. Still bitter, CBS. That was an excellent TV show for a procedural on CBS.
Wait, wasn't that just that 10% of your brain film show, movie, TV thing?
Limitless?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, really good for being on CBS.
You know what? If you aren't Scarlett Johansson, I'm not watching your 10% of your
Well, it's Bradley Cooper, who is the male version of Scarlett Johansson.
The movie, yeah.
So,
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Limitless came out
Bradley
first.
Cooper is no Scarlett Johansson. I've never seen
He's
Bradley.
the female Scarlett Johansson.
I've never seen him do a high kick. How high can he kick? Can he kick that high? Can he really do a roundhouse? Can he do a Black Widow flip around the back and throw you?
Does she really do her own stunts?
Around you?
Doesn't
matter if you do her own stunts. It's, do you have someone that can do that stunt believably, and then believably make you think? So, for example, this actor you're referring to, whose name I've forgotten already, certainly looks like he could do a really amazing karate move. Has he done one?
He doesn't need to. That's not what his fans want from him. Whereas Scarlett Johansson, he expands his roles. He has everything from comedy to serious drama.
Because you know, male audience.
Scarlett Johansson's kind of pigeonholed.
Don't just want to look at someone pretty. They want someone that is actually a viable character who can do something in the story.
That's what Lucy was about. Sure.
People want to look
that
at
other movie where she was like dripped in ink and she was an alien, where she was naked 80% of the movie. Sure, Charlie. Sure.
All I'm saying is she did stuff. She accomplished things. If all she's doing is being pretty, this is what I say about Aquaman. If all Aquaman is a pretty guy, that's a bad movie. No one wants to see just someone be pretty. Because you know what?
The porn industry would like to have a word with you.
Okay. Well, that was what I was going to say. There is a film that is just people looking pretty all the time that is called pornography. And while I do enjoy it, I don't spend money for it, Lilith.
Some people still do, actually.
Well, yeah, some people do.
It's a dying industry, but it's still kind of profitable.
Yeah, I know. But you know what? I'm not buying any
If you're not watching your porn in Blu-ray, you are missing out. That's all that I'm gonna say. It is a case for buying porn.
My phone doesn't have a Blu-ray player, so I'm just
I don't have kids, so I can watch it on my TV. Like,
well, I can watch it on my TV too, but honestly, that's big. You know,
this is why she's like this is why she's not binging Krypton.
I like the more intimate setting of a telephone. That's me. I'm just a romantic, Lilith. I'm just a romantic. I like to really
is the millennial grade A stuff right there.
Oh.
Daphne
Rosen. That was who.
Oh,
that's what I want a vinyl pop of.
Who?
If I was going to buy a vinyl pop of a adult actress, adult performance actress, it would be Daphne Rosen. Daphne Rosen is awesome. Lilith knows who Daphne Rosen is. She does.
I want Stormy Daniels. No, I
don't.
don't
want her because she's political. I'm
just being funny because her porn is nothing to look at. It's moving right along. Shame on Trump for bad taste in porn.
Porn stars are already half plastic anyway, right?
Not the good ones.
You know what, Lilith? He couldn't get a good one, so Bam!
Straight
Take
from the
that,
barrel.
Trump. And Stormy Daniels. I'm sorry you had to be dragged into this, but you told us. So
I'm just watching the
But
trailer.
no, Daphne Rosen, look up her work. She's actually what I love is she's gone through a lot of physics throughout her history. She has done a lot of neat work.
Unless you're underage, wait a couple years.
No, but you can like look at her at the start of her career, at the end of her career. It's like completely different people. And she like went through, some Zoftig phases. She crosses the lines for you. So Daphne, and she's a director and a producer, and she loves nerds and comic books. So
where are we?
I mean, I could talk about porn all day, but I'd rather talk about comic books.
Okay,
I just feel like since this is like a family network, I leave my other endeavors at the door.
Endeavors?
Oh,
wait, you're in porn? What?
The book I'm maddest about that I didn't read yet.
No wonder you don't have time to read comics, Charlie Esser.
You know what? Sadly, I haven't even watched porn in like literally. I've watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I've watched the Avengers movies. I keep abreast of actual world events and news.
He said abreast.
And then I try to watch 70s and 80s drive-in thriller films, of which Torture Dungeon is still the best.
Good Lord.
Please watch Torture Dungeon. Everyone, you should watch Torture Dungeon. It's on Prime. It's free if you have Prime. It's Game of Thrones. It's Game of Thrones. It's 1970s. So you know those. Oh, what if they had made this film then? This is Game of Thrones in 1970 for $3,000. It is everything you want from what I just described. I can't recommend Torture Dungeon highly enough as a film that is what it is for a film that was made in 1970 for $3,000. I guarantee. Maybe $29.99 because they got something on sale. But yeah.
No, that is not. That sounds like a train wreck. Worse than this podcast.
Oh, good Lord. But anyway, Charlie,
it is a train wreck. No, there's no denying that. But it's a magnificent train wreck.
Anyway, we were talking before you jumped on, Charlie. They're putting out remember, did you see the thing where they're doing I guess they had filmed 2 episodes for season 4 of Lucifer.
Yeah.
And they're putting them both on Monday night.
Okay.
So if you want to watch that, the final 2 episodes are Monday night.
But they're not really the final 2 episodes. They're the 2 episodes they actually shot.
They're just 2 episodes they shot for season 4, but it's all they have left because they're not filming anymore.
Yeah, basically they're what would be the lost episodes.
Yes.
But they said, well, I guess if you guys really want to watch. So I guess here's what I'll tell you: if you really want to save Lucifer, you have to watch those episodes live.
Yeah, but I wonder what kind of ratings this is going to get on Memorial Day.
If you have a Nielsen's box.
Well, you can tweet. If you live tweet while you're watching.
Lilith live tweet?
Lilith, they know. And actually, what I'll tell you, Lilith, is Lilith, the Nielsen boxes are...
Look, trust me, you're preaching to the choir about it, but it's still what counts. That's at the end of the day, that's all that I can say.
What I'm actually going to tell you is the Nielsen boxes are only a part of Nielsen's ratings. Most
they have the booklet stuff.
Are the diaries, yeah. They still.
I used to be in Nielsen's family way back in the day, so I'm very aware, and they haven't changed much. And it's 2018. It's very sad, very archaic.
Yeah, but
nobody has come up with something else. So there we are.
Don't they look at the live tweeting a lot now too?
Supposedly, but not really. Unless you're the CW, they don't care about that. Like literally, they don't. CW.
If you want a review of the Flash finale, go over to
trash.
Go to Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks. It was all right. Shut up.
It was trash. Season 4 CW shows are never any good, and I think Legends will break that trend. but Supergirl might
Oh.
suffer.
But the end of the Flash season finale, Charlie, they revealed who the mystery girl was. It's Barry and Iris's daughter from the future.
But it's Nora. So I'm like, Jessica Cruz? Really? Really? We're going there?
Okay, let's stop. That was a mystery?
Well, they never
Wasn't
came
that
out.
like
gone.
painfully obvious?
I know, but they never came out and said it. They came out.
She's not
Yeah,
gone.
yeah.
That's the twist.
And she said she made what was her word, Lilith?
Made a big mistake.
Yeah, she made a mistake. She might have made a big mistake. So we're thinking maybe she pulled her own
Real Flashpoint, maybe. But it's so stupid because we have the newspaper and we have the Saboteur thing, and it's just like, did you guys forget? I know you're changing hands, showrunners again, but you might want to remember your key plot points. You might want to go look at our show Bible. Just
as you should know that once a new writer comes, the only canon that matters is the canon that
and that's why shows suffer
wrote.
when you get new show writers.
It doesn't matter.
When new writers come along, they rub their Bendis all over the product.
Well, no, it's not even writers; it's showrunners. They should know better. It's just, it's a completely different. I can't even. I don't even want to talk about it. The Arrowverse is a mess, and I can't believe DC is like really about to throw possibly $3 million at Greg Berlanti. Can somebody else get a chance? I don't want his grubby hands on the Titans. Are you serious? You've done enough damage, sir. Go sit in the corner. DC Universe and it's dropping this summer.
Oh, is that what I was going to say?
I was actually making a joke about that because wait, are they just now throwing money at him? Because isn't like halfway done or fully done or?
Well, no, this is for a completely different, like overall, all around deal. I'm like, this man has like 17 shows in his production company on the air or something like that right now.
They already have one Titans that isn't even out yet. And they're doing another Titans?
No, not another Titans. I'm just saying he's already got his grubby hands on it, even though I don't want it there. But he's going to do some more stuff for the DC Universe TV stuff. That's not going to be connected to Arrowverse, but could possibly be connected.
Did they set a date for when that DC Universe thing goes?
It's after Comic-Con. We're all fairly sure it's going to be right after Comic-Con.
That they're not connected means that you emphasize are they available. So, as an example, when you have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Graviton fighting the Confederacy as the Avengers are fighting Thanos, you immediately establish the fact that, you know what? Yeah, Thanos, he's a threat. But you know what? There's actually like 6 other threats that are about to destroy the world right now. Trust me, the reason why this character wasn't there was because he was in his own adventure, which maybe we'll tell you someday. When you start breaking up the universes, all you can say is, well, why didn't they just call Superman? Why didn't they just call Wonder Woman?
Well, the Flash addressed that.
Her own problems to deal with, okay?
That's one thing I liked about the Flash finale. They gave a reason why none of the other characters were there. Yes. But you have to do that every...
It's still not as bad as Green Arrow dealing with a nuclear...
You should
nuclear plot, and it's just him and his hacker girl.
And for what it's worth, with the Flash, you don't have to, because literally it's like, no, those superheroes are dealing with their own things. Mm-hmm. You know, every superhero literally has another supervillain about to destroy the world or conquer the world or do whatever to the world. You know, you don't need me to explain why the Legends aren't getting the Flash. And besides, they have their speedster now. About freaking time.
But no. We'll kind of skip around. But Lilith, speaking of the Flash, did you read Flash War Part 1?
I did. I'm interested, but I'm not invested.
Why are Flashes fighting?
Original Wally West. Remember, he's getting all his memories back from before Flashpoint, and he's like, you know, basically, Barry, you got to help me get my life back, and you know, because he was married to Linda Park, and I thought after New 52 they weren't going to mention this, but they finally mentioned Wally West's kids.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if they were going to pull that trigger, and they did.
Okay, well, and that's fair, but, you know, dude, timelines. You know, why do speedsters have no respect for timelines?
Yeah, but I think it's like, you know, they still haven't answered that completely, you know, the whole rebirth thing. I think it's
because they never really thought it through. They just wanted to do what they wanted to do.
Well, I basically, now they're going to be like, you know, Dr. Manhattan or whoever forced the change of the timeline on them. So it's like, you know.
Well, actually, do you know why speedsters never worry about the timeline?
This is a knock-knock joke. Why?
Because they never had to work. No, because they never had to work to understand the timeline to manipulate it. So, for example, a character like Doc Brown, who spent his entire life building the flux capacitor so that he could go back in time, has insane amounts of concern for the timeline. Because he has worked hard to be the timeline and make his own discoveries. When you come to a character like the Flash, who just, I randomly got struck by lightning, now I can go back in time. Literally, he has no respect for the timeline because he had to do nothing to gain that power. That's all I'm saying. That's why.
Or the timeline's just very attractive.
The timeline had it coming. Timeline.
Exactly. If you want to run, don't wear heels. Okay? If you want to run away, don't wear heels.
Tell that to Wonder Woman.
At least hers are platform. In all fairness, they're not tiny stilettos. At least it has a wide base. Hello, wide base.
Hey, so Batwoman's coming to Supergirl or the Arrowverse?
It's going to be part of the crossover this year.
Is she going to be in a Gotham verse, or is she going to be part of the Supergirl Superman verse?
They're going to introduce a Gotham, but they haven't said how yet. It's going to be part of the crossover.
Okay.
We got a Bruce Wayne drop, so he's alive in the universe.
Yeah,
but is there a Batman, or is there only a Batwoman?
Well, I don't think they're going to let them play with that Batman on TV. It seems like they don't want to put that character on TV. So,
well, no,
Gotham's going to do it.
Well, yeah, like the final 30 seconds of the episode. Yeah, the final episode.
They're going to totally pull a Smallville, dude. I already see it.
Oh, no. You know what? They may not do that. They may actually make the whole No Man's Land season all Batman.
No, it's going to definitely be
no. Because you know what? You know what? No. Here's my prediction. Mark my words. Episode 1 of the new season of our abbreviated season, it's going to open up with Batman, with Bruce Wayne looking at all the craziness, looking up and say, "You have to be mad to fight the madness. I shall become a bat." And that is going to be the origin of Batman. And then he's going to be Batman the whole end of it. And you're going to see little Batman and his... Because they actually already said that it's going to follow year one kind of stuff, you know. And
he might
mark my words, we're going to get Batman the whole time.
He might act Batman, but I think Lilith's
right. That suit's not happening until the last episode.
The actual suit isn't going on until like the last 30 seconds.
I guarantee
I'm surprised they're even letting them do that before the deal goes through.
My words have been marked. My words have been marked. Batman will be there. First episode.
What do you want to bet, Esser?
He's already worn the outfit. He just has to put on the points. He actually has the outfit. You
want to bet that? You want to bet that movie card, Esser?
Not his movie card.
Might as well give you a free month of the movie card. He actually asked, "Hey, I got like 3 of these things. Do any of you guys want them?" If you want a movie pass, might as well happily give you the code and we'll send it to you.
The first one is free.
Well, the first month is free. Yeah, you got to put in your credit card. Looks like everything, but you get that first free month. And you know, I'm gonna get Ant-Man and Wasp in it. So hey, there's that. I might get Solo, fingers crossed, and I can do rewatches of Avengers and Black Panther. Nice. It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be a weekend.
Nice.
It's gonna be a weekend of Disney domination. Lilith, Solo, Avengers, Infinity War, Black Panther might still be in there, and Marvel and Deadpool 2 will be in there. Yeah.
And
you don't need to rewatch Deadpool 2. Just saying.
Why?
I just have a thing about people needing to rewatch stuff. Like, just wait for the DVD, bro. I just
no. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'll rewatch it on the DVD, but
The card, it's free, Lilith. That's the point.
so you're not gonna get popcorn or anything to drink.
Well, no, of course I'm going to get that
Nope.
too, but that's how they get you.
Exactly.
This whole conversation lasted. But what the heck? It's cheaper than if I bought the ticket and the popcorn.
True, and I think that the movie business definitely needs it. Like, those theaters need it. So that's what you want to do with your weekend? I'm sleeping.
oh yeah,
I don't get my day off.
Porn.
When it comes to methods of entertainment, this is actually fairly inexpensive.
Porn can lead to increase of serotonin from release. I'm just saying.
There's another little hellfire drop. Yes.
Got to bring it all back to those kinds of things.
All right.
Okay.
I know.
Anything else you want to talk about, Phil?
Charlie, I know.
Yeah.
I didn't read anything.
I haven't read anything yet, man.
Well, if you didn't read the last issue of Super Sons, did you?
No, I didn't.
No. Basically, the boys versus a possessed Justice League.
Really?
Who's possessing them?
That Kid Amazo.
Santana.
Kid Amazo.
Quentin Quire?
Kid Amazo.
Okay. I remember Kid Amazo from a few issues back when I actually read comic books.
Back in
Like a few issues back.
Back in the day when I read comics.
It was a day. A day like any other. I don't know where
time
time went.
We have time for us, Philip.
What?
Not for another. What's weird is that it's like I used to have lots of time in my life. I don't know where it all went. It's
Ride
like
the train.
That's right. You got all your stuff done on the train, right?
I think you're probably right. I think I need to go back to riding the train. I think the train was the key. Hindsight.
All right. Should we get to the big 600 elephant in the room?
Yes, let's do that.
The final Marvel issue of Bendis. Iron Man 600.
Oh. Iron Man's only at 600?
Yeah. Because unlike Cap and them's that, it went from it, they kept the numbering going. Iron Man went for Tales of Suspense, and then they went to an Iron Man #1. So.
Oh, from the 40s. Yeah.
And Legacy.
The Tales of the Iron Man numbering?
But
anyway, okay, so
anyway, Bendis brought Rhodey.
So
Bendis brought Rhodey back.
But it's the clone Rhodey.
No, I don't know. I think
it's the clone Rhodey. There's still a Rhodey in the freezer somewhere.
They kind of implied that this is kind of creepy. I think they kind of implied that Tony Stark experimented on Rhodey, like he experimented on himself. That's why they're both back and hairless.
Well,
Bendis. Creep.
Not for nothing.
Creepy. He's from a creep himself.
Speaking of porn.
Oh, so he Tuskegee'd Rhodey. Great. That's going to be a meme.
What else would you expect? It's not Jessica Jones, so, I mean, he just kind of traipses all over other characters, honestly.
He breaks the toys when it's not his own. Then he brought back Leonardo da Vinci. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay. Yeah, which isn't his either. That's Hickman's.
There's, I guess, basically Da Vinci's, I guess, trying to set up an organization to replace Shield since Shield's gone. He has
Shield's not.
Yeah, but isn't it? I mean,
well, that Shield is gone, but the Brotherhood of the Shield is eternal.
Yeah, I know. No, I mean Shield, agents of. But no, he has Blade training people and.
The
I
artwork
don't
was
think
kind of
that ever
shoddy.
was what
I'm just
Shield
saying.
was. I don't know. He's really.
It's one of those big anniversary issues, Lil. So there's like a bunch of artists on it.
Wait, where's Iron Man's nose?
Somebody's got it.
You do all this, you're not even gonna have at least one armor with a nose.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
it's better than at least
Unless
he
it's
can
on
draw
one of the variant covers, because I'm sure there's more than one cover to this.
I know. I'm just saying, Iron Man's nose. See, here's the thing. I grew up with Iron Man's nose. So it's like, to me, that when I realized that Iron Man doesn't have a nose anymore, that was the strange.
Oh wait, there's a big fight scene with a bunch of armors. I'm trying to see if there's a nose in here. I'm not seeing one.
Nobody likes the nose anymore.
Because basically Doom takes down the hood.
Doom had a nose. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, Bendis took Doom back. Put Doom back because his face got all messed up again, and he went back to his castle and like magicked it back up. So,
Ugh.
Yeah, Bendis is awful.
Tedious.
Nobody likes you, Bendis. Go away. Go to DC, Bendis.
Speaking of, join us live on Wednesday when me, Lilith, and Tyler review Man of Steel #1
Versus Man of Steel.
And say why why it isn't as good as the Burn one.
Now, come on, let's be fair. It might. Yeah, right. It has a possibility, a slim chance.
How much have you been drinking?
I don't drink anymore. It's too many carbs and too much sugar.
You don't
drink anymore at all?
No, I don't. It's not keto and it's not paleo. I can't do it.
What has no meaning? What is going on? Charlie Esser.
How is it not
Charlie
paleo?
Esser doesn't read comics. Lilith Hellfire doesn't drink. What alternate universe have I fallen into?
Oh, you've been Mandela's, my friend.
But I remember it happened. You read comics once upon a time.
Sure, Philip. We believe you.
Oh, listen to you pretending you're like Sister Mary Innocent now, Miss.
Oh no, far from it.
After your dissertation on porn, you're like, oh no, no calories.
Perfectly legal and perfectly fine.
No,
one has to find a vice in the outlet.
Lilith, I'm going to tell you this. This will make your life easier.
Here we go.
Mead is a Stone Age drink. And wine.
Too many carbs.
Grapes will mend on the vine.
Too many carbs. Too much sugar.
Okay, I'm just telling you, it's paleo. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. A say, or does it Paleolithic diets? Because they were drinking lots of meat and lots of wine. That's all I'm saying, Lilith. Because you know what? Because water was bad back then. Because people pooped in it, and you had to mix it with a little alcohol, not die a horrible death.
They didn't drink the poop water, kids.
I like my 12 pounds and counting, so I'm good. I'm not crying about it.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh, did anyone give Black Panther #1 a shot?
You know what? I thought I downloaded it.
I forgot about it. Wasn't it any good?
It's very weird. They haven't explained it yet, but basically T'Challa's in space and doesn't have a memory, and it's kind of
it's like the Galactic Empire of Wakanda.
Yeah, it's kind of Star Wars-ish. There's like an evil empire, and yeah.
Who wrote that?
Ta-Nehisi Coates.
Really?
Who's writing the last Black Panther series? So I don't know.
Okay, then I'll give it a chance.
Yeah, I don't know.
I did like that last series.
I mean, it's good, but I don't know why they had to reboot it if the same guy's writing it.
Maybe it's leading to something else, though.
Because he's doing a new take on it. This is all the stuff that Black Panther has been doing when you weren't watching. Basically,
no comic book should ever reach 1,000 again.
Watching porn like you did.
Oh, dude, do you think like the Bronze Frogs will be in Avengers 4?
I don't know. That may be kind of trippy for people.
Yeah, but I would be so awesome if
Star-Lord trying to lick him and stuff. I don't know.
Star-Lord's gone, man.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's Rocket Nebula, man. That is the Guardians of our Galaxy. And again,
oh God.
Unless they bring in Schwarzenegger.
Guardian.
Wait,
Well,
when is the next Guardians of the Galaxy coming out? Is it coming out before Avengers 4? Or?
No.
No, after. Everything's after Avengers 4. The only
Except
thing
for
before
Ant-Man and the Wasp and Captain Marvel. Everything else is after Avengers 4, yeah.
Okay.
Ant-Man and Wasp are our prequels before we get to Avengers 4.
Yay. Marvel. Oh, but I guess this was the last issue of the Falcon, number 8.
I guess nobody was buying it. They're like, you gotta go.
Well, I think the premise was really weird because, you know, the whole thing was like supernatural. The first arc was him like fighting like Blackheart and Mephisto was in there, and then this last arc was like vampires, like Deacon Frost and vampires.
Maybe they're trying to bring back Blade secretly.
I mean,
Yeah.
the book wasn't bad, but I don't know if people buy Sam Wilson in like a supernatural, you know.
Yeah, that's a really odd choice.
If it had been like one arc, but it was like two different arcs, and they were both supernatural stuff. So
I don't know why they had to stop him being Captain America. I still don't.
You know why?
No,
Whiny fanboys.
But Marvel doesn't care what whiny fanboys think.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Not writ large.
They're bringing
not
back
DC.
They're bringing back all those OG.
DC really doesn't care what their fans think. You got it
It's
twisted
the
there.
cycle. Even after if they replace the original guy, the original characters for years, that eventually they all come back.
Well, yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind original Cap coming back. He's awesome. But you know, it's like I don't know. I guess going back to the Falcon, it just. You know what? The Falcon is kind of just a generic superhero name in general, and I guess he needed. Maybe you should have given him a new name.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you want to keep him patriotic, but yeah, don't let him have the Captain America name and identity. Make him like his own guy. You know.
Well, like I said, I think you should have had. I think you should have kept the dang shield. Say no, Steve. You gave me the dang shield. You know, go get your own dang shield. You know, to fudge with you, Steve.
I mean, after Captain America 700, like you were saying, aren't there 2 shields floating around out there now?
Yeah, there's 2 shields. Honestly, it's like 2 of many shields.
Thanks to that time travel.
These shields keep on falling through space-time all the freaking time.
There was an explosion that killed that Captain America who went to the future. So what? The shield's indestructible. There's another one floating.
Exactly. There's another. So you know what? Give Sam back his dang shield.
That's going to be a mini-series, finding all the lost shields through time, I guarantee you.
In the 90s, U.S. agents threw away that original vibranium shield. Come on. The ocean is littered with indestructible shields.
It's a real problem. You're going to go to that big guyer with all of the plastic, and they're like, oh, there's another Captain America shield.
What happened to that indestructible metal you were tossing to people? I don't know. It's somewhere.
Yeah, you know.
People are bad at their jobs.
Wasn't that government issued? Shouldn't he be in jail? Shouldn't he be in a military gulag somewhere at this point?
No, it is government issued, but the fact of the matter is, like all things with the government, someone lost track of it. Every so often, the government says, "Give us a shield." Technically, we own it, and they go, and Cap says, "Oh, okay, here you go." It's like the shield doesn't make me Captain America. I have the shield. You know, and then he, things happen. He gets his shield back, and everyone's like, "Yeah, let him keep the dang shield," because it's indestructible. It's not like you can melt it down and turn it into something else. You know, it's Captain America's shield.
Serving tray.
Well, you could repurpose it, yes, but you'd rather repurpose it as here's a Captain America shield for you, American Dream, for you, Sam Wilson, for you, whomever.
All right.
Everyone
I can't
gets a
believe
shield.
those replicas are like $200 to $300. I'm so mad.
Yeah, and they're not nearly as indestructible.
I know.
Not even close.
Seriously, if I'm paying $200 or $300, I want something I can like throw against the wall.
And it comes back to me. I know.
Not gonna break or scratch. I don't care if it comes back, but it better not break or scratch or any of that.
Yeah. You know what? They also have replicas for $10, so you can get one of those instead.
Oh, plastic.
The kid
No,
one now.
they have the tin ones. The tin ones are like, $50. You can get a $50 Captain America shield.
If you're gonna cosplay, do it right.
If you're gonna hang it on the wall, what does it matter?
I could do this all day.
You'll know. That's what matters. You'll know. You shortchanged yourself.
That you paid an extra $150 for this other shield.
Anyway, Lilith, I know the answer is no, but did you read Detective Comics 981?
No.
They basically wrapped that up before, I guess this before the new team comes on.
What's up with all the team shakeups?
Like
it's kind of just like that's an odd number to just switch people on.
It's DC, who knows?
I really don't know what's going on over there. I think that DC Universe has a lot to do with it, restructuring and stuff.
You know this ain't gonna last, but Tim Drake and Stephanie Brown right off into the sunset together.
What is this, Arrow season 3? What the dang heck?
Stephanie Brown from the isn't Stephanie Brown? Wait, no, Stephanie Brown's second Batgirl, right?
Spoiler.
She was, yeah, before Flash.
Yeah. Sorry, spoilers from a book from a decade ago.
No, spoiler.
Purple costume.
Oh, she is spoiler.
Yes.
Who was the second Batgirl? Who was the other Batgirl?
Cassandra Cain.
Cassandra Cain.
Yeah, Stephanie Brown was Batgirl for a while. Before Flash.
Okay, Stephanie Brown was Batgirl. Who was the Batgirl who was in the Dark Knight thing with the glasses instead of a mask?
Oh, Carrie Kelly.
Carrie Kelly.
Which she doesn't count anymore, right?
She's in the main DC universe now too, right?
They kind of had her.
So.
Wasn't she? No, there was one issue. Was it before? Oh no, it might have been a New 52.
It was New 52, so that's why I don't know if it counts.
They had Carrie Kelly as like she wasn't Batgirl. She was like Damien's tutor or something.
Oh yeah, the girl he couldn't stop ogling. Yeah.
Yeah.
They used the name. They gave her red hair, but yeah, I mean she wasn't like Batgirl or anything at that point.
Yeah.
Oh, but Detective Comics 981, upcoming star of CW Network, Batwoman.
Yay, good for her. Why is she so pale?
I know why they picked her, but I'm still excited.
Well, yeah, because they have movie plans for Batman and Nightwing.
Well, no, the CW specifically has a certain agenda. There's certain people that watch it, and it's fine.
But not for nothing. If you're gonna pair it with Super Girl, you're gonna want Batwoman in there. You know?
But we don't know there. I mean, she's part of the crossover, but could they give her?
Oh, dude, are we gonna have a Batgirl versus Batwoman versus Supergirl fight?
Nah, I doubt it. They're not that clever.
Supergirl's mother's name is Martha too?
Oh, good lord, no.
Why did you say that?
No, she's Bruce
Humperdinck.
Wayne. She's Bruce Wayne's cousin, though.
On his mom's side.
Who's Bruce Wayne's cousin? Oh, Cassandra Cain?
Batwoman is Bruce
Is this
cousin.
new or is this?
No, that's always been.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess okay. People need
on the mother's side, so Martha might come up.
Yeah,
okay.
I was gonna say on the mother's
all
side.
I'm gonna say is so all these relatives and no one could watch Bruce except us.
His mother's side's kind of a piece of crap. Yeah, at that point. She had a brother and a sister. Like what? Why
so
basically
Thomas and Martha's in there's like, so if we die, who should watch the kid? The butler. Let the butler do it.
That should tell you everything you need to know about that other side of the family.
Hey, her mother was killed and her sister went nuts, so they had family issues themselves.
Yeah.
That's where he gets the crazy from, low key. Is the Kane side.
Yeah, the Kane.
Yeah.
What is up with Bruce Wayne? His parents had Martha Kane and Thomas Wayne, so the parents had rhyming last names.
It was a long
You
time
do
ago.
know this is a comic book, Phil, right?
I know, it's DC, I know.
It could be worse. Her last name could be Kringle.
Comic books. It's Peter Parker, Bruce Banner.
I was gonna say, it's just like the Stan Lee thing where it's like, okay, how can we remember what the mother's maiden name is? I know, make it rhyme.
Well, it's lyrical,
Make it Wayne.
It's easy. If everyone was named Snodgrass, it wouldn't make it very easy.
Why'd you say that name?
Snodgrass.
Oh Lord.
You have to save Snodgrass. But no, I mean, it's like you can go with weird names, and but weird names are weird, Phil. You want a name that sounds as ubiquitous as possible,
and also fancy and highfalutin.
You do want a little bit of fancy. See, you can't go with Smith. You can't have someone with a last name Smith, and you have
Has to be
unless
Smythe.
it's Smythe or Schmidt. Yeah, both villains.
Yeah,
And
Exactly.
you have, falutin and high class or some other quality, and so you have very simplistic names.
And then you have Cobblepot, Enigma.
Well, Nigma came later. Let's be honest here. Basically, Nigma was forced into that mold. And
My
Cobblepot,
favorite is Oliver Queen because olive green. Like, that's my favorite thing. No, seriously, that's why.
Oh, good Lord. Olive green.
I've never put those two together.
It's just right there, and you're like, did they really just do that?
Except he doesn't wear olive green; he wears forest green.
Depends on who's drawing it, to be honest.
No one has ever drawn him with olive green. Olive green is also olive drab or fatigue green. So no, he's never worn olive green. He's always worn forest green in reference to Robin Hood, of which he is a literal pastiche, and on top of being a pastiche of Batman, he's a pastiche upon a pastiche upon a pastiche.
This is the hill you want to die on,
Enigma tied in.
No, I could care less. I mean, no, I'm just saying, like, green and olive. That's where they got it from. Not saying that it was because the costume was supposed to be olive
just
green.
picked the name Oliver because
it was the 40s.
Yeah.
Probably because they had just read the book Oliver. And because what else would you name a child Oliver unless you had just read Dickens's Oliver? Because it is an odd name. And
was it odd for the time though? It might have just been one of those names like Bruce and
Howard.
They come and go in and out of fashion.
Yeah. I don't think so. Oliver's one of those names. Now, I will give that Oliveri. So, if his last name was Oliveri, you might have an argument there that it's
Oliver Oliveri.
Well, Oliveri is the Latinized version of Oliver, and Oliveri does relate to olives, and Oliver does relate to olives. But at the point in history in which Oliver Queen is a character, I think the names have been so far separated that it no longer relates to olives. And for the record, olives are black, not green. You're just eating
but the
olives
best
that
tasting
aren't
kind are the unripe olives. Nobody likes a black olive. Come on.
Everyone likes the black olives. That's why they put them on.
What are you putting in a martini? Green olives.
Oh, I thought you weren't drinking anymore.
I don't have to drink to know that that's how you make a martini, even though I don't like martinis.
And green olives are only good if you have a pimento in them. It's the pimento.
Boo! Get them! It's feta cheese or nothing! Pimento is disgusting.
Lilith, do you know why you put olives in a martini?
Let me explain it to you.
Because you should never drink on an empty stomach.
Okay, and so pimento's gonna make you feel better? I don't think so. Feta cheese in your olives or nothing. Get out.
Oh,
that's the one that I will die on.
Help. Okay, Ms. Millennial. Putting
pimento.
Cheese
oh, God.
Help.
Okay, Philip. We're done.
You know how many man hours of labor goes into putting cheese into an olive?
You know how many man hours is going to go into editing this mess?
I don't know, Phil. As far as we know,
are you editing this now?
I thought we did it live. We did it live.
Blah blah blah.
But I mean, remember, we gotta conserve space. All right.
Hurry up, hustle, hustle.
Another Hunter Wolverine miniseries, Mystery in Madripoor, #1.
Okay. So is there a mystery? Is it in Madripoor?
Madripoor, Madripoor.
There's 2 O's in that.
I said poor.
I only heard 1 O. Okay, that's fine. But that's fine. So is there a mystery there?
No,
well, we got there
probably
looking
not.
for Wolverine.
Boo! Come on. No one cares about Wolverine. Let's do
So
something.
literally,
else.
that's the mystery. They're
That's
looking
like
for
4
Wolverine.
books looking for Wolverine.
Haven't we already seen Wolverine? No, he's there.
But the X-Men don't know where he's at. But
He's in Saskatchewan.
but
I just saw him.
Lilith, female X book. You got Psylocke, Domino, Rogue, Storm, Jubilee. Nobody cares.
Hey, I
care about
didn't-
Jubilee. Is she still
I
a
care about
vampire?
Jubilee.
I don't think. I think they ended that.
They yanked that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They devampire.
Was it any good? Who's
What?
writing it?
They can do that now.
It was all right. Oh, you know who's writing it? Charlie Esser.
Who?
Jim
Not
Zub.
Charlie Esther. I know that much.
Jim Zub.
Oh, good old Jim Zub. He's a friend of the show. I like him. He's a nice guy.
I might pick it up then, just to see #1. I don't know. It's just something about an all-female X-Men book. I don't know.
Well,
Series.
No Jean Grey, so you know I can't be behind.
is it really an X-Men book? Is Domino an X-Man?
She's in the X-verse because of Deadpool.
Wait, everyone's in the X-verse.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and she was on.
Juggernaut's in the X-verse. He doesn't make him an X-Man.
She's X-Men adjacent.
Even though he technically was an X-Man for a while.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about X-Men either, so.
But yes, we do. So.
We skip that issue and go right back to Cable.
Okay. Here's my drops. Lilith, you cut this up. Scarlet Spider, Nate Gray, X-Man. There, cut those up. Oh, but look at all these books coming out in June. Multiple Man #1. Sentry. Charlie, you gonna actually read a book now when it comes out?
Yeah, Sentry I'll read. But wait, isn't Multiple Man dead? Didn't they like literally make a whole thing as though Multiple Man is dead because the original Multiple Man died?
They'll find a way. It's comic books.
Well, as I've always said, it's like it doesn't work that way. That other Multiple Man is his own Multiple Man. All the Multiple Man doesn't die because one Multiple Man dies. Multiple Men die all the time. That's the point of Multiple Men.
Speaking of Multiple Man, did anybody read Old Man Hawkeye #5 this week?
Damn it, I meant to.
There's Multiple Man in it.
Yes, and Multiple Man combine them with Venom symbiotes. So when he splits, you're just splitting off symbiotes.
Oh, now I definitely have to pick it up.
I knew
that. Sounds like a job
I knew
for
that. I knew that would
That
get a little
sounds worth a
hellfire,
read.
Tristan Esser.
Venom, okay.
I'm going to have to pick it up for Tristan. Yes.
I was gonna say it's in the account if Tristan wants to read it.
I will let him take a look at it.
All
You
right.
may be excited.
All right, so is that it?
Although he may just
Yes.
say, but Venom can already do that. That's not really a power for Venom. He already splits off into
Yeah,
multiple
but it's
Venoms.
giving them bodies to
basically trick the writers and say that's not that impressive.
All right, Lilith has to go not drink, so
Yeah,
we're gonna wrap this up.
that's okay. We all have stuff to do.
Charlie Esser, since you're not reading comics, where can people write to you to tell you what's going on in comics?
If you'd like to write to me, you can do so at superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. That's superconnectivityblog, all one word, @gmail.com. And of course, write to me on or follow me on the Twitters as I like tweet things, though not right now because everything's ended. At Charlie Esser, that's CharlieEsser. Look with the 2 E's in the middle for quality, and hopefully the world does not end before new shows come back.
Is that a shot at Trump?
It's a shot at the world in which we live, Lilith.
How dare you? All right, and Lilith Hellfire. Where can people talk to you about olives?
You can add me at Lilith Hellfire, but more importantly, if you love Smallville and/or Superman, please do be sure to follow Save Me Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram. Our website's launching on the 18th of June.
And swearing, don't forget the swearing.
Mild swearing. One S-bomb. And look pretty and spout big words, and then I'm done.
And as if you want to talk comics, TV, anything, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, facebook.com/capesandlunatics, @capeslunatics on Twitter and Instagram. And oh no, it's Capes and Lunatics on Instagram.
How long have you been doing this, Phil?
I'm woozy from you people. Porn,
That's the only
olives,
one.
I don't know. Do you know why? Where did Oliver Queen's name come from? I don't know. All right, and the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. Thank you for joining us once again. For another week, we have been, because no one else will be, the Capes
And
The Lunatics.
that's us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rock on with our bad selves.
Going to see Solo tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh my God, dude! Regina King's in The Watchmen. By the way, I meant to bring that up.
Oh,
They
really?
started casting.
Oh, we're still on the air. Regina King is Watchmen.
There you go. There's men who are watching
I don't
things.
know. I don't know
And
what's
they're
going
watching
on with that
Regina
thing.
King.
I'm not watching that show. I love Regina King, but I ain't watching that.
Didn't
show.
they say it's gonna be like different characters or something? It's like set in the world. I don't know.
Yeah, they're basically making a Watchmeniverse with basically that's
Nobody
what was
we
going
care
on.
about.
No one cared about Ozymandias.
That crazy
because
Alan Moore is rolling over in his future grave.
It's not on that
only
sweet,
hope.
sweet money. It's what he's rolling over about.
Oh no, he doesn't cash the checks, they say.